What is up, my beautiful, precious angels? I am so grateful that you are here. If you're at this channel, then you are alive to vibe, and I am here to welcome you to the tribe. At this channel, we'll talk about all things spirituality, meditation, affirmations, ascension, just living life, doing art, having fun, and it'll just be sometimes a conversation between two best friends, between me and you as soul brothers and sisters, just vibing out. And today in particular, we are going to talk about how you and I can overcome our fears, our doubts, our resistances, our obstacles in 3 simple steps. And at the end, I'll even talk about a short story that you can remember on any time you feel any of those resistances come up, any of those fears come up. You can think about this story and it'll help you feel the fear and push it through anyway. At least it has helped me, and I would love to share it with you. So the reason why I'm doing this video, just real quick, is because for the past few months I've been having to work with so many resistances, blockages from speaking, from creating this channel, because public speaking is one of my greatest fears. And I made a commitment to myself to do anything and everything it takes to transcend my greatest weaknesses into my greatest strengths. So here we are, all talk, no walk. Yeah, for the other week, I was just laying on the floor like, I gotta really do this. And I would have my arms like this. And for the first time ever, my evil eye watch bracelet, I could hear it go tick, 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 tick. And I was like, oh shoot, the universe is telling me that time is ticking. The time is now. The world's gonna keep spinning whether you are in the game or not. So what I'm here to tell you is that my time is now, your time is now. There is nothing but the now. So if this video is kind of like choppy, I'm new at this. just chop through with me, alright? Okay, so the first step of overcoming fear is the what? What are you feeling? Ask yourself, what am I feeling exactly? I mean, I know I'm kind of scared, but what is it really? Ask yourself this, because awareness always comes first. And the thing is, fear comes with a whole range of other emotions, and it's like a whole crew of buddies that tag alongside it. It can be doubt, insecurity, vulnerability, overwhelm, confusion. It could be all of these different feelings just all up in your face, and this game can look scary. It can be like, you know, daunting and confronting, and you try to avoid them, but they're still gonna be there. They're gonna look down on you like, so what? You gonna do something? So oftentimes we're not sure what we feel, and it keeps us stuck. So it helps to know exactly who they are. Get to know your feelings. They're your friends. You know, once we get to know them, they're not as scary as we think that they are. They're actually here to help guide us and help us navigate through these emotions so that we can step our best foot forward. And the thing is, how do we know what to address if we don't know what they are. So join the gang. That's all I'm saying. First step is join the gang. Don't tell your parents. Don't tell your parents I told you to do this. But I think it's a really good idea. Join your gang, your own personal gang, so that the gang doesn't terrorize you. Instead, you're part of the crew. And then it's all fun and games, you know? Now you're looking down at what are you looking down? You're looking down at the ground because you are grounded now. I'm just flowing through. Okay, now we're going to the second step of overcoming fear, and that is the why. Why are you feeling this way? Ask yourself this. Why am I feeling this way? And then write it down. Feel to the core of the problem, of the fear. Get down to the root, because we're grounded. The more rooted you are, the more you know your roots, the more grounded you are. That's why we looking down. See, it all ties in together. We're just like a plant, you know? A plant just wants to grow to its best self and thrive, get closer to the sun. And the thing is, if it's got like a little parasite or something, you know, chewing it up, it's gonna spread to the whole entire plant. So we gotta get to the source of where it started, so that we can it and prevent it from spreading to the entire plant. Because you deserve to thrive. We deserve to thrive. Because the thing is, if we're not growing and thriving, then we're dying. And that's a no-no. So yeah. We can really dig deep into this about getting to the core root of the issue. But let's just start off with one question. Could it be the stories that you're telling yourself that are causing these fears? Could it be that you're telling yourself that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough or pretty enough, or people are gonna make fun of you, or some disaster is going to happen if you make this one decision? Is it because you don't trust yourself? Do you think that you're not capable? Well, I'm here to tell you that you are. You are so worthy and capable of doing and achieving all that you are, because you are so much more than you think that you are. So much more. And the good news is that we have programmed all of these thoughts into our minds, that our brain is so malleable that we can, you know, move it around like Play-Doh by reprogramming new thoughts, better thoughts into our minds. So let's reverse them. Write down what you're feeling and why you're feeling it, and then cross it out and write the opposite on a different sheet of paper. So on the first sheet of paper, when you're writing all that BS down, cross it out and then crumple it up and get a, ooh. Y'all are gonna love this. I don't know if you've ever seen an electric lighter before. Burn it up. I don't know if I'm allowed to use certain words on this platform, but burn it up, sizzle it up, and let it turn into ashes and just in the air, because that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna rise from the ashes and transmute all of those negative feelings, all of those negative energies into something greater. And yeah, just let it out into the universe. Let the universe handle it, take care of it. And now you have a clean slate. And the thing is, if you have awareness into what is the issue, then now you have the opportunity to rewrite your story. So now you have awareness, and which is awesome, because when you know what the issue is, you're conscious of your story. Now you can do a whole reverse. That wasn't super cool. Let me do something cooler. We're gonna moonwalk. We're gonna yeah, reverse. Whoa. we're gonna do that, and I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I got too excited about moonwalking, but I think what I was trying to get at is that working backwards will help us start over and rewrite our best storyline ever. So this is gonna be the fun part, which is the third step. The third step is rewriting the story that you tell yourself. And you can be as creative and as colorful as you want. You know, sometimes our minds like to go automatically to what's the worst thing that could happen? Oh crap, you know? And that's okay. Our mind just loves us. It just wants to protect us. And we just gotta let our mind know, like, it's okay, boo. It's okay. Like, you can relax. We're gonna have fun here. We're safe. We're safe. And then, so yeah, you write out your girl, you boy or girl, you are so powerful. What you put out into the universe, you literally write your reality. And we can get into that later, but let's just go ahead and write down what's the best possible thing that could ever happen from making this one decision that you are so afraid of doing, that you are resisting. When you do this, it gets you hyped up. You start thinking about, oh, what can I gain from this? Who will I meet? Where will this take me? How can I serve other people with this new experience? And what are all the skills that I'm going to gain from this? It's limitless, and you should get as colorful as you want and make it real juicy, because the more juicy it gets, the fears just starts melting off your body. And that's exactly what you want. You just want to be hot and steamy with your goals, and let those goals be your motivation and your, I was gonna say lube, but you know, it gets you it gets you ready. It gets you ready for the experience. You know what? It works. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. This playing with your mind is the pre-game that you need to fully enjoy the totality of what you're about to do. And when you practice this exercise, naturally you start to think more positive, And when you think more positive, your potential, your possibilities are honestly limitless. You can go anywhere because you're not blocking your blessings. You're not blocking your own way, your own path, which is amazing. And not only that, it gives you your why. And when you have a strong why, a why that makes you cry like, that's so good. That's so good. I'm gonna do so good. That kind of why, you know, knowing that you're going to help yourself and help so many people around you, it gives you that drive and that momentum to just feel it and do it anyway, because your why is greater than your fears. Your vision, your foresight of what's gonna happen is so much greater than your fears. And I want you to feel that in your heart, and even write it down in the comments below. My vision is greater than my fears. And it's a great affirmation too. Write it down on your sticky note. My vision is greater than my fears. And honestly, the whole paper that you scripted out, just tape it on the wall right in front of your mirror every day. Read it, and it will really help you get through those blockages and those limitations that no one else put there but you. Well, you know, maybe in your childhood someone implanted it there, but you know, it's our responsibility to, you know, do that surgery and remove it ourselves. And that's what we're doing here today, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing it together because it takes a community. We are so much stronger whenever we're working together. And yeah, those are the 3 simple steps on how you can move forward with your fears. And I am so happy to share that with you. And now we get to the bonus session. Yay! I'm gonna share you an awesome story on how I personally got through my own resistances. Now I'm making this video because I remembered I made this connection with this story. Here goes. Okay, story time. So I'm in this haunted house with a couple of friends, and I'm feeling kind of nervous. I'm kind of feeling scared. And you know, that's the natural feeling of whenever you're about to do something new and daunting. And I am right in the middle. I'm like the sweet cream in a cookie sandwich, you know? And I'm deliciously protected by, let's say, my higher self and my spirit guides and my ancestors. They're in front of me, they're leading the way. And then right behind me are my friends and family. You know, they got my back. They don't really know what's ahead or what's about to happen. And they're kind of feeling nervous too, but you know, they're back there, you know, rooting for us. You know, we're in this together. So anyway, I'm in this haunted house, and things start getting real. The people in front of me, they start zooming, they start going, they start chopping. And then the people behind me, they see the people in front of me start chopping, so then they start chopping too. And then I end up being the vulnerable, creamy goodness all by myself. And I'm just like, where are my cookies? Where are my cookies? Next thing you know, I got a monster breathing. It's hot breath. It's hot, steamy, stinky, smelly breath on my neck. And all of the hairs on my neck start standing up. And I can feel the skin on my neck start turning bumpy like some chicken skin. And you know what's really funny? You know how they say, you are what you eat? Well, you also look what you feel. And so I was feeling kind of chicken, so then I started looking like a chicken too. So the pressure is on. I'm like a soft, creamy chicken in the pressure cooker. And the monsters that are behind me, that's breathing on my neck, these are my fears, my doubts, my insecurities, my responsibilities. And I'm trying to avoid them. And my support system, they can only be there for me for so long. I mean, they'll always be there for me, but the thing is, in the end, I've got to handle these issues on my own because I'm sovereign and I'm grown. So I can handle it. I got no choice anyway. Where are my cookies? Anyway, I've got to learn how to navigate through this so that when I'm in that fight, that flight, or that freeze response, then I'll know what to do when that gets activated. And then sometimes all three of it be getting activated, you know? So imagine me like going, oh hell no, and I start, no. At first you start off with like what? You got nothing on me, so that's your flight. I mean your fight response. And then you start chickening out, so then you turn, you start running. That's your flight response. And then you trip, and you're like, oh crap, that's your freeze response. So it can happen all in one go. And sometimes it be like that. So that's kind of like us, like feeling really brave at first, and then you know, those fears and those doubts, they start popping up, and we start running away from our responsibilities and these goals that we set for ourselves. And then it catches up to us, and then we're like, oh man, I gotta face it eye to eye. But the good news is, what are the monsters going to do whenever it catches up to you? You know, just like in a haunted house, these monsters can look real scary. And you come to realize that you signed up for the experience. And the monsters cannot hurt you unless you give it permission, unless you sign the waiver that, you know what, I like BDSM and I want you to do what you do and terrorize me. So that's the first thing, is remembering that nothing can hurt you or affect you unless you give it power. Write that down. So in reality, whenever these monsters catch up to you, the worst thing that they can do is just stare you down. They're just gonna be like, so are you just gonna stand there, or are you gonna move and start doing something and get some work done, because we got other people that we gotta scare. You know, we ain't got time for this. So that's the same thing that happens in real life. these monsters, these fears, they're really here as our motivation, our momentum to move forward. And they're like the fire under our butts, that hot breath on our necks to keep moving and help us achieve our goals. So thank you. It can, you see, it could be either way. You can use these fears to prevent you from doing what you gotta do, Or you can use these fears as your ally to do what you gotta do. It's all a game. It's all a mental game, and any game can be fun. It's all what you choose to do with it. I wanted to touch on what I said earlier about how we chose to enter the haunted house. The same way that we, our souls, volunteered to incarnate on Earth and chose certain lessons that we've got to go through in order to evolve spiritually, expand our consciousness, and gain self-mastery. And it's so funny because whether you believe that or not, I choose to, because that's my truth. I respect yours. But when we look at things from this perspective, it helps me look at my fears as a challenge. It helps me look at life as a game. I'm like, okay, I came down here, I'm on a mission for self-mastery. And how am I gonna do that? By facing my fears, by overcoming them. And so we can use these fears as our go-getters. We can use these fears as a way for us to know whenever we're about to enter into a new realm or dimension and level up into a greater level of being. And these fears, they don't just gotta be scary, they can be real fun too. And we can use these fears to create the best storyline ever told, the best adventure that we can ever go on. So use this as momentum as it was designed to. And I'm so excited to see how your journey unfolds. I am here with you, and I'm happy to be a part of your journey in every which way that may be. And I am grateful that you are a part of mine. So let's just review what we've gone over so far to overcome fear. 3 steps. So 1 is know what you're feeling. Awareness is key. 2 is know why you're feeling that. Get down to the root of it, and then cross it out, rewrite it, transmute it. And then step 3 is totally script what's the best thing that can happen if I do this. Rewire your brain into thinking positive and give yourself that why, and it will really push you through into believing it's so worth it if I do this. This is so much more than my fears. My vision is so much greater than what's holding me back. And then you can think of this story with the whole haunted house that I told you about as a little bonus, as a little amp. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it, and I love you so much. This is my first video ever, and I would love some feedback. You know, I'm just being me, to be honest, but if there's a better way for me to present the information, I would love to hear it, because I am here to evolve with you. And if you're feeling my vibe and you want to, stick with the tribe, then hit the follow button. Oh wait, this is YouTube. Hit the subscribe button. And hit the like. Comment below where you're from. Any comments that you have about what I can improve or what you would like me to talk about. We can talk about anything, dude. We're best friends. And Again, I'm Alive to Vibe. You can follow me on Instagram as well. I love you so much. You are my soul family. Mwah!